Good morning, everyone, and a happy welcome to another session of CCC. It's been only three sessions, but we have come a long way during that. During the first session, when we were all hesitant to even turn on the mic and utter a word, to the last session wherein we could see immense and active participation, we have come a long way. Kudos to all those who have taken time and effort in breaking their boundaries, coming out of their comfort zone, exploring the new horizons of learning and communicating. COVID has hit us so badly and tortured humans around a year. And in spite of that, we take the theme as COVID's weekends today. While most of us spent their weekends indoor, some might have some interesting plans. When it's Friday 1:30 p.m., when the last session of the week's online classes are over, we heave a sigh of relief, a feeling of getting a 2 day break from all not waking up during the morning, sitting in front of the laptops or mobile phones, gazing through the online faculty lectures, and thinking about completely different things in mind. For me, weekend is like Saturday being a hectic day and Sunday is a rest day. Saturday, I make sure that all the projects and assignments that are due for the week are complete. And I also help my mom in cleaning the house during the evening. That is a Herculean task. But Saturday is also the most exciting day for me. Only during that day, I get a chance to ride my scooter and drop my mom to her office. That is 5 kilometers away from home, but I love riding my scooter. I could breathe the external moving air, get stuck in traffic, see if any new shops have turned out in the way, and it's really enjoyable. Sunday, the whole family is like in a power saving mode. We get a plate, we have a light breakfast, and it's the family's official Kanni day. Kanni being the South Indian Kerala porridge. And we keep it simple and light with the chutneys or pickles or something. In the pre-COVID era, Sunday evenings were used to be time we'd spend like we will go for a drive or have food outside or etc. But now it's all about chai talks in the dining hall. We talk about random stuff since nothing much is happening in our life, but we make a family bond. Like that, all the role players will be having some interesting plans to share. Without further ado, let's dive right into the session, shall we? Speak like others will love to listen to you, and listen like others will love to speak to you. The first batch of CCC consists of 40 students, but hardly one or two are from the same class. Rest are from different departments residing in different parts of the country. Let's take a few minutes to know some of our batchmates in person, to know how they how are they doing, who are they, what are their interests, and how's their lockdown going. Yes, it's the icebreaker session time. Mentored by KK Krishna Kumar sir, we have six speakers today. First, it's Shalin Simon. For her, weekend is like busy schedule with article in data analytics. She'll be mentored by Abhilash sir. I welcome Shalin Simon to give her speech. Welcome Shalin, good luck.
Thank you, Ujjwala. Good morning, all. I am Shalin Simon. Currently, I am doing MBA in CET School of Management. Talking about my personality, I believe that I am a strong, bold, and independent girl, which definitely adds on to my determination. At the same time, I have a sensitive nature, but I have the confidence that whatever happens in my life, I could overcome that, and nothing makes me down more than 2 days. And I like to do difficult things which people say I can't do it. That gives me a proud feeling and I treasure that. I have faced so many incidents. I wish to quote one of them. Riding Royal Enfield is one of my passions. I be too lean and many have judged me that this would be impossible for me. Rather, not even hold the bullet properly. Because I'm very lean and the bike is too heavy. But I have proved them all wrong. I did it. Definitely, that was a great confidence booster in my life. But at times, my similar attitude has gone wrong too. For example, that incident is after I joining CET, there is some distance between our MBA department and the main campus. One day, I took triples in bullet from our college to main campus. I had some fear inside, but I never bothered to show in front of others. The thrill factor of doing testing, I always went ahead in doing the same. Okay, on the half of the way, the bike kicked off and I lost my balance and we fell down. By God's grace, nothing happened, but that was really a memorable moment in my life. And as the coin has two sides, there are two sides on my attitude too. And that's all about my interest in doing difficult things. And the another thing is fear. Everyone has fear inside them. Big or small, there will be something for sure. I too have lots of fear. But one positive factor of mine is that even if I fear lot many things, I would not pretend it in front of anyone. And there are lots of plenty more fears in me. I'm so scared of darkness. Being in dark, my thoughts wander and end up in the concept of ghost. Actually, I don't know this ghost concept is real or not. Then I am afraid of public speaking. Basically, I am very talkative person. I like talking, but when I try to speak something in front of public, my thinking is like, if I speak something wrong, what will others think of me like that? Then I'm afraid of when I receive phone calls from unknown number. Even if I have small fear when someone asks me to fill a form suddenly. But all I know is all this fear can't stop me from doing anything. That's why I said no one believe me. If I say I have all this fear in me. Fear is that voice inside us that says you can't. The voice gets louder and stronger every time you listen. So as Peter M.C. Williams says, to overcome fear, here's all you have to do. Realize the fear is there and do the action you fear anyways. So do the things you fear always. To always.
And then that's what I doing so far. So what I would like to conclude saying that to live in fear or to overcome fear, it's all up to you. It's your decision, but its own determination which would take us to our goal and happiness. Ignore the rest. Thanks for hearing me. That's all. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Shalin. It was wonderful hearing you. I hope I could also ride a Royal Enfield one day. Moving, we have Stanzin Yontan, a girl from Ladakh. Now, she has interesting ways of spending her weekend. She is a part of an initiative called Future Ladakh, which teaches students from class 9th to 12th. They make offline or online videos for doing so. They make online videos and put it in YouTube so that students with internet access can learn through that. They make offline videos and send it through pen drive to people living in remote areas where there is no internet access. Isn't that interesting? To hear more about her, let us welcome Stanzin Yontan. She will be evaluated by Linda ma'am. Over to you, Stanzin. We are all ears.
Thank you, Ujjwala, for your introduction. Good morning to you all. Let me first introduce myself by my name. My name is Stanzin Yontan. Okay, let me make it easy for you. It's spelled STANZINYONTAN. I'm often asked to speak my name every time when I meet someone. I'm glad people ask to do so. They learn to pronounce my name correctly. And I absolutely love to hear my name. The thing is, it's a beautiful name with its beautiful meaning. Stanzin means the holder of Buddha Dharma, and Yontan means education in Ladakhi language. It is originated from Bhuti, which is a Tibetan language spoken in Union Territory of Ladakh in northern India. I'm a student of College of Engineering Trivandrum, doing my BTech in Electrical Engineer. From my childhood, I always wanted to become an army officer. My uncle is in army. My grandfather has worked in army station headquarters, and now my mother is also working in army station headquarters. And most of my relatives are in army. So I'm kind of surrounded with army throughout my childhood. The thought of wearing that olive green color uniform and commanding the soldier was so super exciting for me. I used to have that imaginary class at my home every evening. I would place about 20 books on my bed, pretending each book as my soldier. It was a good thing because I always used to prefer commanding. So from 6th standard to 8th standard, I was the monitor of my class. I practiced this till I was in 6th or 7th grade. After that, I thought that it was a kid thing. I grew up in a place in northern part of India called Ladakh. There I stay with my mother, my two brothers, and me myself. As you all know about Ladakh, Ladakh is most famous for breathtaking landscape, the crystal clear skies, the highest mountain passes, thrilling adventure activities, Buddhist monasteries, and festival. Not only it is famous in India for graceful double hump camel, it is also the place where you will find magnetic hill, the one of a kind phenomena that defies gravity. Ladakh got most popularity in India for the one of only called desert in India. Apart from being bordering the world largest saltwater lake, Pangong Lake, uh, uh, the riding of the highest motorable road in the world, Khardungla is a dream come true for many. The Hunda sand dunes, the frozen river track, and snow leopard, all of them find their only home in Ladakh. Apart from its beauty, Ladakh have a real problem faced by real people. Till 10, I studied in Ladakh itself. After that, for my higher studies, I went to Jammu. Nowadays, education in Ladakh is improving. During my times, most of the science students used to go outside Ladakh. Because of the harsh climate of Ladakh, uh, most of the science students are not able to access good science teacher because most of the science teacher are outside from Ladakh and they are not able to stay in Ladakh during winter. So from my childhood, always wanted to do something different. And when I was in 12, I filled the form for NDA without even realizing that women are enrolled in NDA only after completing graduation. And I got into engineering. For my engineering, I came to Kerala. The place was so different that that one of my friend thought that the intriguing kind of like food, it's kind of leaf that Kerala people put most of the time put in their food, come from outside mystically on her plate. Climate was so different that I really wear socks in Kerala. In Ladakh, it's whether it's winter or summer, socks is compulsory. The maximum temperature of Ladakh in summer is 20 degrees Celsius and in winter is 0 degrees Celsius. During winter, it goes in minus. I didn't realize that I come so far from my home until one day I was literally feeling homesick and look at the map of the India. So one day, one person came to me and say, "What is the similarity between Ladakh and Kerala?" I said, "All the thing is different from my place. That's making it more beautiful." That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Stanzin. It was wonderful hearing you. Moving on, we have Serin and Saji coming next. She'll be accompanied by Abhilash sir as well. She spends her weekend busy writing her homework, projects, and assignments. I hope she finds some time to enjoy also. Over to you, Serin.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Serin Saji, and I'm a second year applied electronics student. I come from Ernakulam, also known as Cochin. Whenever I say that I come from Ernakulam, most of them assumes that I come from the center part of the city. But the truth is, I live a little far away from the center in a town called Valanduruthi. My family comprises of my father, who is a retired principal, my mother, who is an officer at LIC, and my sister, who is also a pass out from CET and is now currently pursuing MBA from IIM. I completed my 10th grade from Mahatma Gandhi Public School. This school is so close to my heart. It helped in my overall development as a speaker. I used to join for all the competitions that were conducted under elocutions, recitations, etc. I was also the school topper. What else do I need? I was living my life with utmost comfort. But my father always used to refer my school life as a little frog living in a well. I hope all of you know the story. If not, let me say it briefly. It is about a little frog living in a well, considering it as the best place and refuses to see the outside world. When it sees the outside world, it became amazed and wondered. It actually shows the narrow mind of a person who refuses to see the larger world around them. So, my father always said that I saw the world inside the well, and now it was time to see the outside world. So, he made me write exams to get admissions into coaching centers. Fortunately or unfortunately, I got admission and was transferred to a hostel at Kottayam for 2 years. I was really frustrated at first, but later got used to it. I understood that all the students at my new school were toppers from their own school. I came to the realization if and only if I try hard, I will be able to make a mark there. At first, it was really difficult to cope up with the competition. I didn't perform well in exams and was depressed. But I never gave up. I pushed myself. As a result, I was able to make a mark there as I wished. I was extremely happy. So, the thing which I understood was that when you try things that are outside your comfort zone, at first it might be difficult and we may fail. But with a never give up attitude, success is sure. So, after those 2 long years of coaching, I got admission in CET. Having a sister who is also a CET, what else do I need to hear about the colorful life at CET? Having all those colorful images in my mind, I joined CET. Actually, a sister who looks similar to me and also went to the same college created me some problems. Even though she was 4 years elder than me, I was the so-called twin of her. Teachers, seniors, wardens, everyone recognized me and assumed that I might have the same behavior. Keeping that apart, I always felt that CET is a place where a person can identify his or her own capabilities and can further improve it by joining the various clubs provided. Even while joining this club, I had my own insecurity, but I pushed myself. Right now, given this opportunity to deliver an icebreaker speech, I feel extremely happy that I pushed myself to come out of my comfort zone. So, the one thing that I got to say is never limit yourself. Do things that are outside your safe zone, make mistakes, and learn from them. As Albert Einstein once said, anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. So keep that in mind and move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Shalin. Thank you so much. Even I have been to a coaching center and I can really understand your feelings. Thank you. It was really wonderful. Now it's time for Sanat Wilson's speech. His evaluator will be Krishna Kumar sir. For Sanat, weekends are all about hanging with friends, playing football, and enjoying. Seems like COVID didn't stuck him so badly. I feel jealous for you, Sanat. At the same time, I hope that you take all the precautionary measures and be safe. Over to you, Sanat. We are all ears.
So, good morning to everyone. First of all, I would like to begin with a simple quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson, which begins like, "If you do the thing that you fear most, the death of the fear is certain." And second of all, I would like to thank CCC for this wonderful opportunity for helping me introduce myself. I'm Sanat Wilson, currently studying in SY Mechanical third year student. And I am from Irinalakuda, which is a part of Thrissur. Some of you know it is the hometown of actor Tobino Thomas and Innocent. And besides me, I have a sister. She's currently doing her MBBS in Kozhikode Medical College. So I know it's kind of tough to remember all of us in a sudden because there are like 40 members in a batch. And see, I can help you with that by the small detail. I actually used to own like 45 Rottweiler dogs. Yeah, 45 Rottweiler dogs. It was crazy during those times. The constant barking when someone came in and the howling when ambulance went by the road. And when we used to watch midnight horror movies, we used to get the chills by their howling. And 10 to 15 puppies running between your leg until you fall down and they'll go all over your face. And I didn't even have to set up an alarm because most probably they would wake me by their barking at sharp 6 o'clock. And it was so fun because I got to travel all over South India because of the dog show we used to go. And like most of the fun thing that doesn't last too long, it also had its end. And because he started to weigh on the wallet, so unfortunately we have to cut down from like 45 to 3 dogs. So that's about my life with dogs. And after joining Polytechnic, my life sort of went on an autopilot mode because I sort of took things for granted. And one incident made me realize how much education matters. So I appeared for the let and runs exam and I cracked it. So I chose to study among the best, and thus I came to CET. See, I also have this passion for photography, or more like a hobby. I like to capture this meaningful moments that makes me happy. And I also covered for a magazine in Canada, which is about Rottweilers, which was a two-time thing. That third time being unfortunately pandemic. And what to say? So speaking about quarantine, I soon got the hang of it. I got to learn so much interesting and cool things like cooking, new courses, and I even went for a job in a manufacturing unit. So, so let's get to the last part. Why did I join this club? See, I have a thinking that if you gotta learn something new, you gotta get the fear and awkwardness out of it. So I also think that communication is the most important thing in the world, which helps you strive through. So that's the problem because when I speak in public, my volume actually goes from like 100 to 10. And the main enemy was the fear. So it was time to leave him behind and leave him in the dust. So that's why I joined Communication Club. So that's all about me. Thank you for listening up this long.
Thank you. Yes, it was wonderful. He didn't crack the lateral entry exam so simply, he got the first rank. Following, we have Muhhamed Akhil, an MBA student for whom it is the semester ending session. So he's all scheduled in his weekend with projects and assignments. But he also finds time to watch his favorite TV shows and series. He'll be evaluated by Linda ma'am. Over to you, Muhammad. Good luck.
Thank you, Ujjwala. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Okay. There's only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. This is a quote from my favorite book, The Alchemist. I believe this is true for all of us. Good morning, everyone. I'm Akhil. Public speaking has always been one of my dreams, but I was too afraid to speak out in front of a crowd because of my stage fear. But today, I finally decided to come out of my comfort zone and give it a try. I'm from Kollam, and my house is located close to the beach, so it's a lot peaceful here. I did my schooling from Infant Jesus Anglo Indian High Secondary School, Kollam, and I completed my graduation in Electronics and Communication Engineering from TKM Institute of Technology, and is currently pursuing MBA from CET School of Management. My hobbies are reading and drawing. My drawings are not at an artistic level, but at a beginner's level. I love collecting books and is currently in the pursuit of collecting the entire Stephen King's books. He has written about 60 to 70 titles, and I've collected up to 25. There's still a lot to go. My dad is a businessman based in Kuwait. My mom is a homemaker, and I have a sister who is a civil engineer based in Dubai. My school used to have a huge library with a great collection. This is where my reading first started. Every year, we students were sorted into 3 houses, and occasionally indoor and outdoor competitions were held. And based on the result, each house were awarded points, like the Hogwarts House Cup. I used to take part in chess competitions. During my engineering college days, I used to spend a lot of time volunteering for IEEE workshops and seminars conducted in TKM and across various other colleges. Those were some of my best days. And my first IEEE event was conducted at CET's main campus, and the ambience was amazing. Years later, after engineering, when I finally decided to do a post graduation in MBA, I chose CET as my college because to be a CETian is like a dream come true for most of us. Everything used to go well until Corona struck and lockdown trapped us all in our homes. But instead of treating it as a misfortune, I saw it as an opportunity. Since there was a lot of free time, it gave me the opportunity to improve upon my drawing skills, and I used that time to learn a lot of new things. I learned a few editing tricks and started my new Instagram page and a YouTube channel, thus allowing me to share my experience with a lot of people. And it's going pretty well. I Apart from public speaking, one of my biggest dreams is to write my own book. Hello, is it audible?
Yes, yes, you can carry on.
I love making up stories using my own imaginations. But I have participated in a few story writing competitions and I've written a few articles in my school and college magazines. I still have a lot to improve on my vocabulary and presentation skills. I am sure that my decision to join the CC Club will go a long way in realizing my dream of becoming a confident speaker. I will not let my fear stand in my way. A word of thanks to my mentor, Mr. KK, for his valuable tips and to all members for listening to my story. Thank you.
Thank you. For the last icebreaker speech of the day, I invite Sreelekshmi, who spends her weekend like all of us, nothing much she says, but takes some time to walk her dog, Leo. I welcome Sreelekshmi. Her evaluator will be Suresh sir. Over to you, Sreelekshmi.
Thank you, Ujjwala. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam says, you have to dream before the dream comes true. Good morning, everyone. I am Sreelekshmi, a 7 mechanical student from Malappuram. I live with my father, mother, 2 brothers, a sister-in-law, and our pet dog called Leo. As some of you may know, the most popular pastime in our area is football. And my brother is a very good football player in his college team and a zealous fan of Lionel Messi. That's how our dog got his name, Leo. Ours was a joint family in those days, and I am the youngest child, as expected, a bit pampered by my grandparents. My father was a government officer, and my mother is a school teacher, and I always looked up to my mother for guidance. During my school days, I got to witness rocket launch from VSSC, and that was a real inspiration to me. I was so thrilled to see the launch, and also I was looking at all engineers who made it possible. From that day, I developed a special interest on sky, stars, and astronomy. Then my interest blossomed to a dream, and suddenly I wanted to become aerospace engineer. However, that course was not available in many of the colleges, and I chose the next best course, mechanical engineering, and here I am at CET. I really hope I can do masters in aerospace engineering and achieve my dream. CET opened various doors to follow my passion and also to improve my skills and character through many clubs and other opportunities. As I am a final year student, I miss my hostel very much. Obviously, there are a lot of memories of trips, night outs, celebrations, and all are related to my hostel life. As Ken said in previous session, I celebrated Diwali for the first time from my hostel last year. A small but sweet memory regarding this is we cracked firecrackers at my hostel by staying at its gate and ran away to our hostel after that. I wish Abarna ma'am, our warden, won't pull us up for that. The highlight of our final year was industrial visit to North India. I loved Rajasthan and its culture and fascinated by seeing artisans with their handicrafts and some street performers with their folk dance, folk music, and occasional magicians too. There were villages with bright paintings and all were preserving their life, culture, tradition, and all. Going back to my schooling in Malappuram, I remember that my best days were in Pattarkulam UP school. We had committed teachers who helped me a lot to build a strong foundation in maths and science. I strongly believe that only because of my good schooling I got into CET. I have a lot of friends from my 4 schools I studied, and thanks to mobile phones and social media, I could keep in touch with many of them. When I am not studying, I always try to help my mother in cooking, and I'm proud to say that I can cook quite a very few dishes by on now. I love to watch movies and also reading books, but only recently I have started reading English books to improve my English language. I'm sure that by joining this CCC, I can improve my self-confidence and also improve my English speaking skills and language and achieve my dream. Before concluding, let me thank to my mentor, Krishna Umar sir, and all coordinators who are taking these efforts and organizing all these events well. Thank you.
Thank you, Sreelekshmi. It was wonderful hearing you. When a speaker gets applauded, it boosts their confidence and increases their morale. Let's take some time to applaud all the speakers who have done a wonderful job here. Now it's time for the evaluators. To evaluate Shalin Simon's speech, I welcome Abhilash sir.
Hi, Shalin, can you come online? Can you go put on your video? Hi, Shalin. Nice to see you after a long time. Okay. No, I'll tell you the wonderful thing about your speech is that you speak every second of your speech always had a smile. No, so it was always very wonderful to see you. That smile is really contagious. So keep that smile on your face always, even when you're not speaking. So that is a really wonderful quality about the way you actually articulate. Okay, and one thing which I maybe a small teeny weeny thing which you may have to work on is there are some in some places of your speech you have a small tendency to actually jump grammar. Maybe you assume you might swallow a bit of words here and there, but it does make proper sense. But that's actually because of the tendency we use this social media kind of communications, conversations where we actually tend to use short forms and communicate. Apart from that, the way in which you weaved your story about your personal experience, it was really amazing. And I'm sure that you'll go you'll reach great heights in becoming a very good speaker. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Abhilash sir, for those words. Next, to evaluate Stanzin Yontan speech, we have Linda ma'am.
Okay, hi, good morning. Yes, Stanzin here. Stanzin. I hope you're online. Okay, hi, Stanzin. Okay, so it was a wonderful, story that you were telling about. The experiences that you shared was just, amazing. It was, always enriching to hear a story about, how you felt. So all of it was, wonderful, and we felt that it was really, really the words came out from your heart. That was really good. Okay, and then, one thing to note is that maybe you can be more confident in your words. There is no problem with your language. There is no problem with the way you tell the story, but maybe you can be more confident when you speak. So I just found that is a very small thing to tell you. So be very confident. You are just very good in communicating. Okay, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda ma'am. I invite Abhilash sir again to evaluate Serin and Saji's speech.
Okay. Serin, can you switch on your video?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Serin, one thing I have to say, tell you is I'll be a bit poetic over here. Listening to you speak was like having a warm cup of tea, watching the early sunrise, and having a cool breeze against your face. It was really refreshing to see and hear the way you actually spoke. So I
Thank you,
feel
sir.
that you have a very natural flow of speech. There are very maybe a tiny few minute areas where you can actually improve. But apart from that, you are a natural speaker. You are a very good speaker, and you'll definitely become one of the best speakers we can have around us. Okay, and
Thank you, sir.
maybe about the areas where you can improve is, your eyes are actually really big. Okay, so because of that, your eye movement always catches the attention of the speaker. So what happens is the way you express your eyes can also be felt by the audience. So if you make a bit more of eye contact, now of course, now you're looking at the device over here, so that there's nothing much can be made about that. But still, the way in which you make eye contact can make your speech more impactful and more powerful. Okay, I
Yes.
feel that you're already a natural speaker. There's hardly much room to actually improve. You will definitely become a great speaker. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Abhilash sir, for those inspiring words. Next, to evaluate Sanat Wilson's speech, I invite Krishna Kumar sir.
Good morning, everybody, and good morning to Sanat in particular. Can I see you, Sanat? Where are you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For an icebreaker, in my opinion, Sanat has done total justice. He has taken us through an entire portfolio of things that he is involved in, apart from studying, of course, in his short life so far. I was absolutely amazed at your owning 45 Rottweilers, because I myself had a pair of Rottweilers in my younger days, and
Okay.
I know how aggressive they can be to manage. So you coped up with such a huge pack of Rottweilers in your home. You have taken us through a lot of about your younger days. You have taken us through uh, the importance of Irinyalakuda. I like the particular mention of the celebrities who have come out from your place. I didn't know that you started education in the Polytechnic and then got a lateral entry, and then Ujjwala was kind enough to say that you scored the first rank. So congratulations to you for
Thank you,
getting
sir.
the first rank. It's great to know that. Now, I must say, Sanat, that you are a very colorful and vibrant personality. Looking at your interest in photography, looking at your interest in cooking, and also you have taken up a job in a factory. Now, it's not usual or common to find a student who also does part-time work at the same time, have so many hobbies. On the whole, a very good effort at the speech. One area you need to improve, because no evaluation is complete without giving some tips. One was when you started the quote, you read the quote, you recited the quote very quickly. So even I didn't catch what the full quote was. So that is point one. The second thing, you did not utilize your full time. In public speaking, if you are given 5 minutes, you should use at least 4.5 minutes. Your speech was a little bit short. Apart from that, you are a natural speaker. All the best for your next project. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Krishna Kumar sir, for your kind words. Now, to evaluate Muhammad Akhil's speech, I invite Linda ma'am again.
Okay. Okay. Hi, Akhil. Are you there, Akhil?
Yeah, ma'am. Hi.
Okay. Hi. Good morning, Akhil. It was a wonderful speech that you gave. Okay. You were very precise on what you were speaking. It was organized and crisp. Okay, and I felt that there was a very good balance between the content, okay, and the way that you are delivering the the speech. So there is great confidence in your words, and I appreciate your effort of organizing it very well. Okay, so it is just what is needed. Okay, and you don't have anything anything extra or nothing else to be taken off. But since I know you personally, I feel the grace in your face is not being seen when you speak. So maybe you can you can have that grace too, so that is going to enlighten up the whole the whole speech. Okay, so that is just a small point to make, but otherwise it was a great speech. Okay, very professional, as KK sir was telling. Okay, very professional. It was just simply beautiful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ujjwala, let me intervene here. You must give some time for clapping after the speakers, huh? Because that is a big encouragement.
So after the speech was over, I did mention it. I did clap. Yeah, we'll clap after each session. I'll keep that in mind, sir. Thank you. To evaluate Sreelekshmi's speech, now we have Suresh sir. Welcome, Suresh sir.
Hi, good morning to all of you. Sreelekshmi, can you come online? Yeah, I've seeing you. Sreelekshmi, it's a wonderful speech.
Thank you, sir.
Uh, all of us join CETA, CET. The first thing which we see is our college bus alongside the ISRO bus. I'm sure, I think every student joins CET, at least in the first 2 semesters, think that we should join ISRO. After 4 years, we should just step into the next bus, that is ISRO bus. I really wish you all the best. I think you've got all the potential. You are in mechanical engineering. I'm sure you must have taken the jet propulsion and aerospace as usual, as
Thank you.
elective to become. All the best to you. Coming to your speech, you have done justice as a icebreaker. You had good points. You have done very well. You put all your points coming from place like Malappuram, which is almost 350, 400 kilometers away from CET. It's a dream for every student in Kerala to come and join CET. I think you have done that. Now you are in a mechanical engineering course, and definitely mechanical engineering gives you a lot of opportunity to go into the industry and talk to a lot of people, etc. So the communication becomes very important item. It's happy to know that you're reading a lot of English books to improve your language, etc. There are a few improvements which I would like to suggest to you. One, keep smiling. In fact, you had a very, I would call it as a miserly smile on your face. Smile freely. This is something which you can give it to people without any reservation. Second point, you had too many points. Try to limit your point. Try to create a small story. Anything which is from your childhood. That's small story. This is a suggestion to all the icebreakers, not only to you, so that you can just dwell more on that and make the speech more interesting. You are done very good. All the best. Keep dreaming and go to heights.
Thank you,
All the
sir.
best.
Thank you, sir. Let us clap again for all the icebreakers who did our Oh, moving on. Won't it be nice if we say he is an amicable person instead of saying he's a friendly man? See how that word has enriched the sentence. Vocabulary is a powerful tool we can carry in improving our communication skills. And I'm sure it will make us stand out of the crowd. So why not learn a new word today? To introduce a new word to us, let me welcome Archit Maheshwar, who is mentored by Abhilash sir. He spends his weekend playing with his cousin, enjoying books and listening to music. Over to you, Archit Maheshwar. Good luck.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Can you guys see the screen?
Not yet.
Yeah. Can you guys see it?
Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay. So the word of the day for today is word defenestrate. It's a verb actually. It is pronounced as defenestrate. It's been derived from a new Latin word called de, which means down from, and fenestra, which means window or opening. The meaning to the word defenestrate is to throw or push someone out of a window, or to throw out a person out of a window, or to force someone, especially a leader, out of his or her job, to dismiss a person or to remove a person from his or her authority, especially political leaders like that. Now, a few sample sentences with the word defenestrate is that they threaten to defenestrate him. Here, the defenestrate means that they threaten to throw him out of a room or out of a meeting. The next sentence is that it would not be a good time to defenestrate the prime minister. Here, defenestrate means to remove the prime minister from his or her power. Another one is the overwhelming view is that he should be defenestrated before the next election. Here also, it also means that he should not be, he should be removed or removed from his or her power. And the fourth sentence is the rebels stormed the palace and defenestrated the president. Here it means the rebels came and threw the president out of his or her office. So now I call, anyone can come up with a sentence on the word defenestrate. Anyone?
Um,
Yeah, Pranav.
the president of the school council had to be defenestrated because of negligence of his responsibilities.
Yeah, that is a correct one. Next. Anyone?
Hi, my name is Shruti. We decided to defenestrate the PG representative of the college when we realized that she was not handling her duties as efficiently as required.
Yeah, that's a correct use. Anyone next?
Hi, good morning. I'm Murtuza. I'm about to give it a try.
Yeah, okay, sure.
The US results are out, and the results of the election clearly defenestrate President Donald Trump. Over to you.
Yeah, that's correct. But in that case, he was defeated in that election. But here it's not forcibly someone who we can throw someone out forcibly from a soror position. It means like that.
Noted. Thanks.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Okay, let me give it a try. My name is Prabhakar.
Okay.
We should always attempt to defenestrate any negative feelings or feelings of incapability from ourselves. I hope
Okay.
that fits.
Yeah, that's a new usage. Yeah, it's a good one. Anyone else?
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Hello, I'm Chris Godfrey, and I would like to try out.
Yeah, can sure.
So, after initial investigations, the police thought that a suicide has happened, but after further investigation, the police had come to the conclusion that the woman was defenestrated.
Yeah.
No.
Anyone else?
Yeah, this is Jayant, and I will give it a shot.
Okay, sure,
I'll
you
take
can.
a leaf from Murtuza's book
Okay.
and continue with the line on Donald Trump. So
Okay.
my statement is, it is essential to defenestrate Donald Trump to protect the larger interests of democracy in the United States.
Yeah, that's right usage.
Thank you.
Anyone else is interested? Okay, I think that's it. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Archit. Recently, was saying one of her colleagues was defenestrated because of accepting bribes. It was a smooth conduction, Arjit. Very good effort. For a moment, please. Hope that word sticks to our mind for a long time. Speaking without hesitation is not a piece of cake to many of us. To avoid hesitation and to improve communication skills, we have the Let's Speak session coming up. Let me invite Manu M. He was mentored by Rekha ma'am. He spends his weekend more or less the same if it's Corona or not. When I asked him, he said nothing special, it's all good. But he also finds time to watch his favorite TV shows and all, I guess. Over to you, Manu.
Hello.
Hi, Manu.
Yeah, so can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, never discourage a person who is continually progressing, no matter how slow he is. Good morning and welcome to today's Let's Speak session. So basically in this session, I'd be calling upon 4 people in random, and they would have to choose a number between 1 and 8, which you can see, which will be seen like this. So behind these numbers is actually a topic which they have to talk about for a maximum of 2 minutes. You will be given 30 seconds prior to think about your topic and then start. A beeper is also allotted to indicate the time. At 1 minute, there will be a beep. At 1 minute 30 seconds, there will be another beep. And at last, at the 2 minutes, there will be a beep. So basically, this session helps to improve the speaker's ability to organize his thoughts in his mind quickly and also to answer to an impromptu question or a topic. So let's begin. First of all, I would like to call upon Chris Godfrey.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. You can select the number.
Okay, I would like to go for 5.
5, okay. Okay, so your topic is it okay to lie? So you have 30 seconds to think about it. So Chris, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes, start.
So good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Chris Godfrey, and I'm going to be speaking on is it okay to lie? My opinion is that it depends on the situation. Like, for example, as a kid, we might all have certain rational fears. So our parents would have lied to us at times. For example, if we were to go to a dentist, we would be scared after seeing those scary instruments the doctors would be holding and how it would be painful. But our parents would lie to us saying it won't be painful at all until we come to the eventual realization that it is painful. But then we live with it eventually. I'm sure most of you all had got braces, but even though it was painful, it just went away. But then at times we should not lie. In fact, it's necessary to tell the truth. For example, when it comes to professional life, if you're going to lie about someone and tell that they did a good job, even though they did not, eventually they won't learn from their mistakes, and the growth would be inhibited. They won't be able to learn much or compared to how they used to. So at times it is better to have an honest opinion about someone and their performance. So I would like to say that depends on the situation. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it does more harm than good. Thank you.
Yes, that was really nice. So next, I would like to call Shruti Dilip.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please select wait. Please select a number.
I will choose 2.
So how will human as a species will go extinct is your topic. So the 30 seconds to think starts now.
Okay. Okay, let me start.
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, the topic given to me is how will human as a species will go extinct. The complete end of a human species is somewhat called human extinction, and the fossils records shows that everything goes eventually extinct. And overusage of any species, like 99.9% of the overusage of particular species can lead to this extinction of that particular species. And some of the reasons might be climatic change. You can take the example of air pollution. It can lead to lung diseases, even gradually lead to some major diseases like stroke, heart diseases. It threatens the continuing survival of human species. So if we take the example of pandemic combination, if there is a combination of Nipah cum this coronavirus, let's think about the condition. Moreover, the Spanish flu, it killed 3 to 5% of the world population. So we can see a reduction in the world population density. One thing I want to end up with is like man proposes, God disposes. So we cannot definitely say all these are the scientific reason that man calculated. Let's all hope that the human species never go extinct. Thank you.
Yes, that is really wonderful, Shruti. Um, Next, I would like to call Pranav.
Hello.
Okay, Pranav, you can choose a number.
2.
2, okay. So your topic is, does time heals all wounds?
Okay.
So time to think starts now. Are you ready, Pranav?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, I think this is an old saying where that people say when you have faced some kind of sorrow or loss. So I think I don't believe this actually. Actually, if you're talking about physical pain, then it might be true. Like time may heal your wound. But if you're talking about some mental trauma that you have had in the past, I don't think some heal, but I don't think all wounds heal. So I think the solution to that, I mean, is to accept the fact that some wounds won't heal and move on with your life. Get distracted with other things. But if it's bothering you really bad, I think you should seek professional help if you're facing some mental trauma or something. So I don't actually believe that time heals all wounds. So yeah.
Yeah, so thank you, Pranav. Next, I would like to call Jinsa.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Okay, so Jinsa, you can select a number.
Okay, I would like to select 4.
4. As 4 was already chosen, I think.
Okay, sorry. Then 6.
Okay, 6. So your topic is home in built with bricks. So your time to think starts right now.
Okay. Can I start?
Yes, you can start.
So, can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, home is built of bricks. So I think any building could be made of bricks, but home is something actually beyond that. It is a place where we belong to, where we laughed, cried, played, and we became ourselves. It is the place where we are understood the most and where we can always return. So it is just how much it makes us feel to return home after a long, tiring journey or after being away from home for a while. So, like we say, home sweet home. And also, we can relate it with the saying that fun is not in place, but it's in the people. So, back in the school days, we used to eagerly wait for the announcement of school picnic. So, the destination of the picnic mattered only to a small extent. All we wanted was to have an entirely different, enjoyable moment with our friends where we are just free and we can just enjoy it to the utmost. So, even if it was to a nearby and simple place, it would mean a lot if we are with the people who can make each moment count. So what I'm trying to say is, no matter what the quality of the construction material we use to make the home as a building, what it actually takes or what it actually matters is the quality of the hearts of the people inside it, the bonds they share with each other, and everything counts. The laughter, the celebrations, the silly fights, everything has its own specialty. And some might say that every home is not the same. They might not feel the same amount of happiness. But I would like to say, and I don't disagree with that, I would like to say that there will be certain people in our lives with whom we will feel like we are home. And there, the physical building doesn't even matter. All that matters is the happiness and the comfortability they provide us. So I would like to wind up by saying that home is not just a mere building, it's an emotion that strengthens our roots. Thank you.
Yeah, that was really wonderful, Jinsa. I would also like to say that home is actually not a place; it's actually the people, which makes us feel free, which we can talk about literally like anything from our happiness to sadness, from our lowest moment to our happiest moment. So with that, we came to the end of today's Let's Speak section. Thank you all for listening, and special thanks to the participants. Over to you, Ujjwala.
Thank you, Manu. It was really wonderful. You've taken a great effort. Let us appreciate Manu and the speakers who have done a good job. It's almost time to wind up. For the winding up of the session, I invite Murtuza sir. He is a Toastmaster since 2016, presently serving as Assistant Area Director of Area 36. With all due respect, I invite Murtuza sir to speak a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. I guess it's afternoon already in India. And what an amazing session it was. I just happened to read the agenda, and it was a mere fourth session. And a fourth session, a show of this kind, was marvelous to start with. I got an invite from none other than Mr. Suresh Kumar, and with a beautiful agenda. I would, as I touch upon the agenda, I really appreciated the effort which was put into it. So I thought the very beginning of the meeting was set right with a kind of professionalism shown in making of the agenda, which kind of is very important in various walks of life on how do you organize things, which I believe was done very well in this meeting. Now, I have been given 3 minutes to do this kind of winding up session, which normally I would call as an evaluation session, general evaluation. I would try to stick to my time and touch upon the important points, which I thought were done very well, and something that perhaps can be touched upon as we move ahead and as we learn. To start with the Masters of Ceremony, Ujjwal, she did, I believe, fundamentally, absolutely a good job in setting the meeting right. In any meeting, the way you start it, you need to pump in the energy. You need to pump in the excitement in all the audience, which was, I believe, very well done by Ujjwal. She touched upon various aspects, her family life, COVID situations, how does the college goes, which was very engaging for us, I thought. And before you jumped on the next session, which was the most important speech session, you did quote speak like others will like to listen to you was, I thought, very nice of you. Now, speakers were evaluated pretty well by a very experienced set of speakers. But for me, no, I had this, when I heard there were 6 speakers, I thought it would be a long meeting. But they were so engaging, let me quote here, that I was completely lost in your speeches, in your thoughts, in your experiences, in your lives, that the time did fly, I never realized. And I'm very honest when I say that. Not in any order, but Stalin did speak about, he's a very confident speaker, I thought. Serin, I mean, I have one point I would like to draw in your speech was you did draw a vivid imaginary of your books, and imagining books as a soldier, which I thought was very well done. Sherin, you did speak about your family, your school, and you're a school topper. It was encouraging to know that we are listening to some of the toppers from the school, and you were a very confident speaker when you say that. Sanat, in your speech, I liked the hobbies, the way you portrait your hobby, your photography, your passion for it. It really shows, which helps you construct your speech, I thought, and that was very well done. Muhhamed Akhil was again a confident speaker. He spoke about his failures, his fear of failure, his hobbies, his passions. So was Sreelekshmi, the last speaker. You wanted to become an aeronautic engineer, and that was presented with great confidence, I thought. So that kind of use in a speech delivery makes it very engaging for a listener like us. Just one suggestion to all speakers, we were thankful to listen to you. So I would suggest don't thank at the end of your speech. We as a listener would like to thank to you. So that is something perhaps you would want to take back, as a speaker. Coming back to Ujjwala precisely, I think she did well even in introduction of speakers. She did introduce everyone well and also named the evaluator, perhaps except for one time. What was also encouraging is there were 78 participants or person who had joined in this meeting. For a 4th meeting was a standout, I thought. Evaluation was done well, and for paucity of time, I would skip that. But I thought it would be good to just touch upon the impromptu speakers, which I believe did a very good job in what they said. But because they don't have evaluation, it's good to touch upon quickly on. To start with Krish, the first speaker, you were very confident. You concluded well. So you structured your speech well. You started with accepting or not accepting your question. Is it okay to lie? Okay. Then you constructed the speech and again concluded it by reiterating it. I think that is the art of speaking, which you have really shown today. Shruti, the second speaker, how will human as a species will go extinct? So you were ready. You were ready before a time for 30 seconds. Okay. Your usage of speech, you put on the statistics like 99.9% of the species will go extinct by usage. Then you talked about pandemic and you talked about world population density. So you built up your speech with points, and then you concluded with a positive note that we should not go extinct. So I think that is one good way of structuring a speech as well. Pranav, how does the time heals all wounds, and you outrightly rejected the motion with confidence. So that is also a different aspect that you showed in the meeting, and the way you did it is by presenting your very strong point. Why it is not? You give a comparison to a physical wound to a wound which does, or of an emotional kind which does not heal, and then you reiterated that point at the end of conclusion, which I believe was worth appreciation. And Jinsa. The building and the bricks. You give your comparison of house are not built by bricks by giving a comparison. Then touch upon family, friends, emotions, happiness, sorrow, and then gave a very nice conclusion that bricks or cement does not equal to an emotional connect that we have to home. So all of these speakers I thought did very well and deserve a round of appreciation of impromptu speaking, and even only in the 4th meeting that we have. Overall, just one more point that you might want to note is, I thought that timer role in this meeting could add a great value, because I saw some of the evaluators, some of the impromptu speakers and speakers as well either did not use the full time or they went overboard. So adding a time and showing the time in one of the screen would be very helpful for the users, I thought, for the speakers, I thought, in timing the speeches. So just to say that I also got overboard by 2 minutes, I would apologize for it, but I thought this was an important points that I would want to share. And this has been a very good meeting I have attended for a long time. Congratulations CCC for putting up a great show, and over to you, Ujjwal. Thank you.
Wow, what else do we want for such a session? Thank you, Murtuza sir. It was really great hearing you. I was blushing when you complimented me, and thank you for the valuable suggestions. It's time to wind up. Yes, sir.
Ujjwala, I think we have got. I have got a guest, Mr. Prabhakar Keshavan. He's a competent speaker and is a champion speaker and is the president of Volta's Toastmasters Club. He's also attending. In spite of he was traveling, I think he was watching everything from sitting in the car. So I just request Prabhakar to give few words. I think you have listened fully the session.
I did
Over to you,
actually.
Prabhakar.
I was driving from home to a project site, and actually did an entire project site walk with my Bluetooth plugged in and talking to the project manager at the same time while listening to all of what was going on. It was, in one word, just simply brilliant. I'm amazed, blown away by the quality of all of your roles, speeches, and the way you conducted the meeting, held it all together, and it was just amazing, wonderful. If anything, one, it was humbling, and I look back at my life for 50+ years and say, what have I done with my life? When I look at you people, barely over 20, and you've got such wonderful experiences and clarity in your thoughts, and I wish you the very, very best. You're inspiring too. I take a lot of inspiration away from today. I've learned a lot from all of you today, and thank you for the opportunity. And I wish you all power and all the very best going forward. A remarkable thing is that you manage to meet every week, because it takes a huge amount of preparation, a huge amount of effort to put something like this together. And also credit and kudos to all the people who are supporting you, your alumni, your seniors who passed from your college, from your university, starting with the one and only Mr. Suresh Kumar himself and several other people from your alumni university team who are supporting you and encouraging you and providing you this platform. And I think the two of you, it takes two to tango, like they say, and the two of you together, the students and the alumni, are doing a wonderful job. All the very best. And I will try and join every meeting from here on. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhakar. In fact, there was Mr. Jayan Balan, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Voltas Beko Appliances. He actually wanted to attend this. He attended partially, and he just sent me a message. Communication is such a key to success, and ignoring it at the early years leads to stunted growth. In fact, he was quite happy to listen to the complete, most of the sessions. And he asked me to convey his appreciation to all the students and faculty who have participated in. All the best. Over to you, Ujjwala.
Thank you, Suresh sir. Thank you all for those kind words. It's time to wind up. Weekends are not the same as before, but if we put in a little effort, we can turn it around and make it an enjoyable experience. Instead of spending all day in front of electronic gadgets, why not do something creative? Step into your garden, plant a new sapling, water them, see how are they doing, see who all are new, read something, learn something, make something, talk to your parents, your siblings, your neighbors. And there are much more things we can do. Wishing you all a very happy weekend. I convey a special thank you for all the mentors and evaluators for guiding us and make us improve on our way to go. And I thank all of you for attending this session and making it grand. Thank you so much.
Good job, Ujjwala.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.